ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. You know, usually during the show, I get to interview some of the biggest newsmakers in the gaming and casino industries. But this week, I'm going to be joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry. Whether it be casinos, sports betting, iGaming, esports, the gaming industry is constantly changing, and Doug's going to pick a couple of the biggest stories that occur in the last month, and we're going to talk about them and see what they mean for the gaming industry. So when we come back, we're talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month. So stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of January 20th, 2025. iGaming revenue in the 7 legal U.S. states for November ended up to $714.4 million compared to $586.5 million of November of last year. Michigan set a revenue record of $226 million, New Jersey set a new record with $214 million, and Pennsylvania also set a monthly record with $200.4 million. The 7 legal states for online casinos are New Jersey, Michigan, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Delaware, and Rhode Island. Inspired Entertainment announced the extension of its partnership with Aristocrat Interactive to provide the Virginia Lottery with a suite of virtual sports games. These initial virtual online games will include basketball, football, and horse racing. The Virginia Lottery is the first lottery in the United States to offer inspired online V-Lottery content. And finally, the Cordish Companies announced the grand opening of its new $270 million live casino and hotel, Louisiana. The grand opening will take place on Thursday, February 13th. The property features 47,000 square feet of gaming space, more than 1,000 slots, electronic table games, over 40 live-action table games, a dedicated high-limits room, a sportsbook, and a 12-story, 549-room hotel. Sounds like an amazing property. Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
You're listening to House of Cards. Check us out at houseofcardsradio.com.
We must get her back.
I'll be satisfied if we get her half back.
I'll take a quarterback. In fact, I'll take Notre Dame in 2 points.
Oh, you want 2 points?
I certainly do.
Well, you got 'em.
Oh!
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Recently, we've been talking a lot about online poker.
Yeah.
And online poker apps. As a matter of fact, Nevada just had about 3 released.
Yeah, they had like 3. I mean, I don't think they're part of, any interstate pools, but I think you have to be in Nevada to play these.
Yeah.
These 3 new ones, anyway.
It's really interesting seeing what's been happening in the United States lately with online poker. Not only did you have those 3 poker apps in there, you had Pennsylvania announcing they're joining the, what is it now? I keep forgetting what the name of this is, the multi-state internet gaming agreement or interstate gaming compact.
Yeah, the compact. Yeah. Which is, by the way, huge because
Yes.
Pennsylvania is an enormous state,
Yes.
and it'll bring a lot of players to the tables.
Yep. And we got Bet River.
Virtual tables, I
Yep.
should say.
And we have Bet Rivers launching their poker product in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, what was that before? That was Run It something or other.
Run It Once.
Run It Once, yeah.
And also BetMGM just recently announced that they're going to be launching their poker app in Nevada mid to summer of 2025 this year.
Great.
So, what's becoming really interesting is not just seeing how each individual state's doing it, but this development of this compact where you can combine player pools. And it's starting to become really, really interesting to watch the amount of people that are involved in these player pools.
Look, I play online poker, and I play people in Nevada. I play people in Michigan. It's just absolutely amazing, and it's a lot. The games are bigger, the tournaments are bigger, the prize pools are bigger. And one interesting thing about it is, Michigan isn't in the same time zone as New Jersey.
Neither is Nevada.
I know Nevada. I was going to say Nevada is not in the time zone.
Yeah.
So there are bigger tables later at night in New Jersey because it's not as late in Nevada than it is in New Jersey. So so there are more people at the tables longer. Trying to say.
When it comes to the interstate player pools, I mean, you've got Delaware, Nevada, New Jersey, Michigan, and West Virginia. They're the current crop of states right now.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at what's currently happening with this, everyone's pointing that Nevada is the critical component because most of these are all on the East Coast. They're all in the same time zone. When you bring Nevada into the mix, and even Michigan, which is about an hour behind, it actually lengthens the player.
Well, that's
pools.
my point. Bigger tables later at night, you know. So, if it's 1 o'clock here in New Jersey and you're online, it's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock over 10 o'clock over in Nevada. So that's kind of peak hours. So that's one of those things where, it's almost, all day, all night kind of thing.
Yes.
So,
and
which is great.
I'll give credit to this group Poker Fuse, which actually is one of the best poker news sites out there right now. They went through and took a look at the amount of people playing on these websites that are that actually fall under this interstate gaming compact. You've got WSOP has 35 million players.
Okay.
PokerStars 32 million. BetMGM 32 million. BetRivers 13 million. Those are what is playing on the sites right now. Some of these do not have.
I play on another one,
other states too,
which is kind of related to BetMGM. I also have Borgata Poker.
Yes.
I play on that online too. As well.
And it's very well. The Borgata falls under BetMGM.
Okay.
And but again, you've got
it's a separate thing.
Yeah.
I have icons on my computer.
Yeah.
I have WSOP. I have BetMGM Poker, and I have Borgata Poker.
One of the things right now is WSOP is the only one that has a multi-state component.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody else, PokerStars, I think is in Michigan, or I don't know, but BetRivers is only in Pennsylvania. BetMGM, like I said, hasn't launched their poker product in Nevada yet. They will be, so they will be joining WSOP as the only other interstate poker app pretty soon.
Well, I can't remember. Is BetMGM also Michigan? I don't know if
they don't have a poker product in Michigan.
Oh, I thought they did.
I think they might, but they don't have a huge draw for the poker stuff here because right now it's right now for Nevada. If you think about it, it's only WSOP. That includes Nevada.
Yeah, Nevada. I know that.
Yeah. So but when BetMGM launches, that's going to change a lot too.
I'm on with 3. Maybe WSOP is in Michigan because it's one of those ones where it's New Jersey, Michigan, and Nevada.
Yeah.
I have to check that, but I think it's WSOP.
But now when you bring in Pennsylvania here, everyone's looking at what's going to happen there because Pennsylvania is going to be the most populous state joining the compact.
That's what I mean. It's huge.
Yes.
It's huge. It's going to bring a ton of players to the tables.
You've got 9 million in Jersey and 10 million in Michigan. That's the population of those right now. Pennsylvanians are going to come in with a population of 13 million.
It's huge. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
So it's going to be fun to see where the online poker industry in the United States goes, especially with this compact. No word on when Pennsylvania is actually going to be able to do this, but they're still looking. They announced that maybe April.
Yeah, I heard some. I don't know what they said. Something about April. I don't know what they're going to be doing in April, but I get soon. I guess. I mean, the next couple of months.
I think Pennsylvania is shooting for at least a month before the World Series of Poker stuff starts, which is in May.
I think May or June or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the initial stuff, the online tournaments are starting in May.
Yeah.
The
qualifiers.
Yeah, I think Pennsylvania is gearing up to try and get into that because there is a WSOP Pennsylvania product, and it's going to be fun to watch this. Again, yeah. I think between BetMGM and WSOP, 2 quality products right there. I'm waiting to see some of the independent Nevada apps, partner up with somebody.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I know, what did you say? Rampart Casino?
Rampart's doing one. Terrible Gaming's got one.
But they're all in Nevada. And
they're in Nevada only. Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to reach out to other states or how that's going to work or what's going on. So we'll see.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, it's great.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Yep,
either
absolutely.
way. Online poker finally is coming back to where it probably should be.
Absolutely. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready, and health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Whoa! I think we got a show.
Oh, yeah, we got a show.
We definitely got a show.
Oh, yeah, there's a show. Hey, it's all about ratings, baby, and we got them.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
Well, we just got done talking about challenges that we're facing in the new year with the remote controls and the streaming and everything else, but we've got two segments of the gaming industry that are already facing challenges in the new year.
All right.
One has to do, well, sports betting. It's dealing with the NFL season right now.
Well, you don't have too much longer to go.
Well, it's very interesting to see what's happening here, because what's been going on with the NFL. Every time we talk sports betting, we always say the NFL is king. You know, that's the big sport, drives everything.
Absolutely.
Well, it also hurts everything, because what FanDuel had found out that they reported that the 2024-2025 NFL season has resulted in one of the most customer-friendly periods to date.
What do you mean?
The rate of favorites winning was the highest in nearly 20 years.
I got to be honest with you. I did not great this year. We do a show, I don't even know, what do you call it? The Pro Football Pick thing?
Pro Football Show.
And it's sponsored by Caesars, and I did terrible this year. I did awful this year.
According to reports, NFL favorites.
What customer-friendly?
Well, here, NFL favorites in December. NFL favorites, historic clip, 56-17 straight up, the second highest win rate for a month in the last 50 seasons. That's from ESPN Research.
Okay.
It was that much that
So
lopsided.
are they claiming, in terms of money line, or
They're
are they
talking
saying
in terms of everything.
Everything covering spreads?
According
or
to
something?
FanDuel, they lost so much they revised their numbers moving forward in terms of revenue and all that stuff. That's how much the NFL season affected. And we have week 17.
Let me tell you something.
15-1 straight up, 13-3 against the spread favorites. Mm-hmm. So it was really hurting FanDuel, especially with parlays.
Oh yeah. Well, look, I did not do well this year. I made some money, but I didn't make the money usually I make in other years. But it's this year for the NFL was pretty difficult. Yeah. I mean, just ask anyone who did a Survivor contest. My God, it was just it was almost a bloodbath.
Well, what happened here with what the NFL was doing, or the bettors were doing, how well they were doing. Mm-hmm. The full year revenue was originally protected. This is for FanDuel, not Flutter, but FanDuel, because Flutter has international properties and they're doing extremely well, especially with Premier League wagering.
I was going to say, is it soccer that
No, they're doing well with soccer.
Okay,
so soccer is working fine for them.
Soccer's doing well.
But in the U.S., their U.S. full year revenue projection was somewhere between $6 billion and $6.25 billion. Mm-hmm. They have now pulled back that number, and they're looking at $5.75 billion. Okay. So it's been really, really hit hard at the beginning of this year. We're actually towards the end of 2024. And basically they're saying it was the parlays that really did it, because I remember there was a story for FanDuel. It was reported in a couple different outlets. One of their pre-made parlays bit them on the ass.
Really? Okay.
It was something like a pre-made parlay that could have hit for plus 9,000 or something, and people hit it.
Oh, wow.
So they had a lot of people hitting really big parlays.
Rest easy, FanDuel. Yes. I didn't hit it. So, this year has been very it's interesting to hear that, because for me, as, a bettor and who enjoys doing that, it was very difficult this year.
Which is why I was probably doing well, because it's an anomalous year.
It is strange. Yes. It was very weird.
And considering parlays are what a lot of people were focused on, because that was the most damaging aspect of the gambling. Everyone went to Illinois to take a look at their parlay breakdowns, and
they're like 65%, 70% of
they went to see exactly who was going to be affected the most, and they were using Illinois as the basis for what was going on here. FanDuel, according to the Illinois numbers, FanDuel had the highest parlay gross gaming revenue concentration. 74% of total gross gaming revenue was from parlays. Mm-hmm. DraftKings had 56%, ESPN bet 52%, Caesars 48%, BetMGM had the lowest of 28% attributable to parlays. So they're using that as a basis for who's going to get hit hard. Yeah. And DraftKings also announced that their numbers are lower, or expected to be lower now.
Because I was not doing very well this year, I figured I stayed away from parlays, but I moved over to teasers, which
is another kind of parlay.
Which is another kind of parlay. Yeah. But I did considerably better with using teasers instead of parlay. So
it's in the parlay family.
Yeah, it's parlay-esque.
But right now, only FanDuel and DraftKings have said their numbers have been dramatically affected. Mm-hmm. We're still waiting to see what these other outfits are going to report. They haven't reported their numbers yet. Mm-hmm. So we'll see there. The other avenue of gaming that is is seeing some challenges here is horse racing.
Yeah.
According to Equibase, which is the industry's official database, wagering on thoroughbred racing in the U.S. total approximately $11.25 billion. That's a decline from 2023. Not a huge decline, about 3%, 3.5%, but it's still a decline, and they're seeing a constant decline now.
Yeah,
for horse racing.
Well, what bad news with horse racing is here in our home state of New Jersey, Freehold Raceway, one of the oldest racetracks in the country, closed down on December 20. The last week in December. I don't know the exact date it closed, but that was an historic horse racing, and Freehold, it looks like the whole city was built around it. But no, even the mall is called the Freehold Raceway Mall. So no, it's hopefully things will turn around, and we'll see what happens.
Well, what was
I know everyone's talking about parimutuel and versus fixed
parimutuel
odds
had a
and
record
stuff
high
like
in
that.
2023. So, but what was interesting, last year was a leap year, and had the extra day in it, but the number of race days decreased across the country.
Okay.
There were 2.4% fewer race days across the country. There you had like 3,700, almost 3,800 race days. Total number of races also declined too, to 30,800 races. So everything was declined, but we had the extra day in it. Some of this, if you think about it, doesn't really jive with what's going on. But horse racing is facing a challenge right off the bat in the new year.
Sure. Well, hopefully it does better this year. Stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand. Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
With costs going up, Adam and Eve is the best deal around. With 50% off a sexy adult product at adamandeve.com. That's 50% off right now when you point the camera on your smartphone at the code on the screen. Don't get up. Just open your camera and point it at the screen. Hurry! You'll also get 10 free gifts, including free discreet shipping at checkout. This is your chance to get more for less. So scan now for 50% off plus 10 free gifts from adamandeve.com.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Where was the house? Where was the House of Cards?
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
Well, it looks like DraftKings is at it again.
What does that mean?
They have come up with a brand new service to increase people's, I don't want to say it's a, I'll phrase it this way, the preoccupation with parlays in this country.
Everyone loves parlays.
Yeah.
I mean, the one people who really love parlays are the sports betting operators.
Yes.
So.
Well, and let me give you a little background here, what led to this. DraftKings, in their first quarter and second quarter earnings calls last year, talked about how that they were looking at trying to find ways to increase parlay adoption into the business.
Okay.
And also increase the average number of parlay legs.
Okay.
Yeah, that set the stage.
I don't even know what the average number of parlay legs are.
There's so many different ones, but here back in December of 2023, they launched this progressive parlay product.
Okay.
which, you don't have to win all your legs to win the parlay.
Okay.
But you increase the number of legs, increases your chances in terms of whatever the number is you cash in on, depending on how many legs cash in. The bigger the parlay,
Sure.
the more money you make, even if not all the legs cash.
Okay.
That's a little different than a regular parlay
That's
where
interesting,
you
yeah.
don't win if you don't cash in all the legs.
Yeah.
And then on the third quarter call, and this is all leading up to what we're going to be talking about next, the third quarter call with the CEO, they were showing that their margins on NFL parlays was growing by 5% from the previous quarters. So they were seeing success with this progressive parlay.
Okay.
Now here we are, fast forward to 2025, and they have just launched in the pilot market, New York, right now.
Okay.
DraftKings Sportsbook Plus.
All right.
It's an awful long way of saying it's a subscription parlay service.
Okay, interesting. So what do you get for your subscription?
$20 a month.
Okay.
You have to pay into it. You will receive, and this is what they said in the press release, the company calls stepped-up boosts for all parlays.
All right.
Where the individual legs are minus 500 or now in terms of odds.
Okay.
Parlays with 2 legs, profits will average about 10% more than what they are if you're not subscribing to this service.
Okay.
Up to 11 legs or more, it can be 100% or even more, depending on what your legs are and everything else.
The more legs, the longer shot it is. So
that's what they're saying.
One of the okay.
They want to make sure that they encourage more people to do their parlay products.
Okay.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing for the industry. It's an interesting thing.
I think
I'll credit the creativity. I'll credit the creativity.
I think it's interesting.
This is very creative on their part.
It's only parlays, right? I know I've been having a lot of success this year with teasers. I mean, is it just parlays? Teasers
This is just for parlays. Okay. I'm assuming they may...
Teasers are parlays, but you can, like...
It's a special kind of
adds or lowers by 6 points or more points or whatever your teaser is. But so this is just parlays. Now, is this parlays same game parlays? Is this
all parlays?
All parlays. Okay.
Everything parlay.
All right.
And the key to this is the bonus, the boosts, because when your normal sportsbook customers, when you go on to your sportsbook, you log in and you see your profit boost. It's a limited profit boost.
Sure.
These are unlimited number of boosts.
Okay.
This is basically every parlay you do gets a boost.
All right. Hey, you know what? It's $20 a month. It's if you do parlays, if you like parlays, and maybe it's worth it. Maybe give it a shot. Who knows?
It's a great place to start at New York.
Yeah. No, you're certainly going to get the population size there alone means you're going to get a lot of probably initial members. So yeah, look, if it works, I'm sure other operators will start it.
Well, I would think other states that possibly could benefit from this. Illinois is fascinated with parlays.
Illinois loves their parlays. Yeah, no, but a lot of places love their parlay.
A lot of places don't report on the parlays.
I can't remember what state it was. We talked about it last week or 2 weeks.
Louisiana.
Yeah, was it like
65%
something percent of the handle came from parlays, right? I mean, people love parlays. It's just one of those things where if you love parlays and you're willing to spend the $20 a month for an extra subscription, it's one parlay might make out for you for the whole year. Who knows? That
covers your bankroll. Yeah.
That's a lot of thinking that parlay players do. Well, all I have to do is hit one. And, so.
If you hit one at the beginning of the year, there's your bankroll for the rest of the year.
You got to be a little more responsible with it. I mean, if you're over 10 legs, sometimes when someone hits on like a 14 leg, you reported it in the news. We're reporting in the news is because it's so rare when it happens. It's just to hear it on the news doesn't mean it happens all the time.
And also, the more unique the markets, you bet on for the parlays.
But like I said, it's not a crazy number, like $20. Is it $20 a month?
$20 a month.
See, it's not a crazy number if you do a lot of parlays and things like that.
And also, if you give a discount for a year subscription, it kind of makes it even better. But this is actually not just a customer retention tool. This could actually be functioning as a customer loyalty tool.
Sure.
Because you could actually spend most of your money on DraftKings And especially when you have this DraftKings Sportsbook Plus.
Okay.
You say, I don't need this FanDuel. I don't need this.
Do you log into your
BetMGM.
DraftKings account and see this kind of... Yeah, I guess if you're in New York.
Yeah.
So you would just go to your DraftKings
There's
account?
a link. Yeah, there's
a link.
Yeah.
I'd be interesting to see that.
Yeah. And I wonder if they're going to be doing this with teasers. You mentioned teasers as a different kind of parlay, but...
It's a parlay, but then you take it next step and move the numbers around.
Are they going to tie in streaming? Are they going to tie in a whole bunch of other things with this additional DraftKings Sportsbook Plus? It sounds like one of the streaming channels with the plus onto it. But this is... extra.
Well, look, it seems like everyone loves the
Yeah.
parlays, and especially the same game parlays if you're responsible with it. So this might work. This might get a lot of people there because
it'll be fun to watch.
It's very popular,
very creative.
I mean,
very creative.
I'll
give them that.
It's a long shot that you win a parlay, and you got to be responsible with it. But if you enjoy doing parlays and if you can afford it, it's within your means. Give it a shot. Who knows?
Just had something really interesting happen at the end of the year 2024, and it's going to be put into place at the beginning here 2025. And this has to do with the Nevada Gaming Commission amending an existing regulation regarding slot games. Slot manufacturers submitting game proposals.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I'm not sure this is probably a great idea. But go ahead, talk me into it. Tell me why it's a great idea.
Well, first of all, it's already happening.
Well, tell me why it's a great idea.
This is a behind-the-scenes type of activity that's just being codified into the regulations.
Okay.
Basically, what they want...
Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, just like fill me in on this.
Well, right now, on the surface, when a slot manufacturer goes to the Nevada Gaming Commission to propose getting a license for a new slot machine to be put on the floor of the casinos, they have to submit a proposal detailing the entire project, and also right now they have to have the rights to the property. Like if I'm going to go, the example they kept using in their interviews here, if I want to go get something from The Walking Dead, and right now the previous iteration of the regulations, I had to go out and spend the money to secure those rights. Right now, what they're doing here is amending the regulation to allow a slot manufacturer to present a potential project to the Gaming Commission for two reasons. Number one, it's cost effective because the gaming manufacturer doesn't have to go and spend the money on the rights and then get rejected by the Gaming Commission.
Okay.
Because that's always been one of those situations where if you go ahead, I'm going to spend $10 million to get the rights to a television or movie property, and then go present it to the Gaming Commission, and the Gaming Commission says, no, that's not appropriate, we can't give you the license, I'm out $10 million as a manufacturer.
Okay.
What this is allowing the manufacturer to do is present a project to the Gaming Commission as they're trying to attempt to get the rights.
Okay.
It allows them to save money because the Gaming Commission can make a decision and allow the manufacturer an answer before they spend the money to get the rights. They can propose other games. You're going to see more and more proposals.
Okay.
And one of the tags that they put on this is it has to be a good faith intention to get the rights.
Okay.
And they still have to pay the money to apply to the Gaming Commission.
Okay.
They still have to file this paperwork. They all still have to declare their good faith intention. And there are also penalties if they're not going to go ahead and get the good faith intention once they get the approval.
Okay.
You can't do it as a speculative thing.
I'm just saying, we're both lawyers. We've done these contracts before, and everything changes. I'm just saying this could be an incredible waste of time on the part of the Nevada Gaming Commission. They look at it, and it's great, and they give their approval, without the gaming manufacturer getting the license. What's to stop the other party who is giving away the license saying, you know what, we changed our mind, we're increasing our prices and stuff like that.
Then the game doesn't go through.
And then it falls away. And now the Gaming Commission just wasted time looking at this thing when there
really.
Isn't something
I understand what they're doing.
Who they?
The Gaming Commission. I understand what this is for.
Right.
Number one, it's going to spur creativity from the gaming manufacturers. They're going to get more applications in. More applications mean more application fees.
More money. Okay, that's fine.
That's what they're looking at doing. And also, it allows the gaming manufacturers the freedom to actually pursue different opportunities.
Now, when you're saying, a good faith effort, are you talking
they'll get fined if they don't come through with this?
The gaming manufacturer is showing, correspondence between what I want to license.
There's so many different things that they have to have for a good faith intention. There are different things
I'm
can
just saying there's a potential for
wasting
for
abuse.
Time, but
there's also potential for abuse of it.
Not even abuse. I'm just talking about Nevada Gaming Commission's very busy. They're going to look at 100 proposals, and 75 of them won't go because maybe some of the negotiations to get the license falls through, and then now where are they? So, I know they collected some money, which is good. So it's not
the Gaming Commission's problem.
I guess you're not wasting your time because you're getting money.
The Gaming Commission is fulfilling its duty by reviewing the applications.
You know what?
The gaming company.
I need to see this. I need to see this for a couple of months to see how this works out. Is there, like I said, if I'm a gaming manufacturer and I go to XYZ television show and say, we want to license it and here's the price we're willing to pay, and then we put the proposal into the Nevada Gaming Commission. Nevada Gaming Commission says yes, and the game manufacturer says, yep, it's great. Now all we have to do is execute the agreement. And the XYZ television show says, well, we changed our mind. We want a little more money.
That happens all the time.
I know, but that's a little...
Well, the other reason
that's a little dangerous for the manufacturing company.
Right, but they still haven't spent the millions of dollars to get the property.
Okay.
They've spent thousands of dollars on the application. But not tens of millions to get the rights to whatever property they're trying to do. The other aspect of this is also...
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So, and then all of a sudden, all the work that the Nevada Gaming Commission did...
They did their work.
Is gone. But, I guess they have the money.
Well, again, there's nothing wrong with doing your job, which is approve or disapprove disallow these things.
I'll give it a chance. I want to see how this plays out.
I think it's smart because it spurs more creativity. You're going to see more companies submitting proposals for slot machines on the floor, games on the floor, and some of these ideas that the slot companies have when they want to include, representations, again, like a show, and the example they showed, Walking Dead. Some of the proposals have sections of the show in that are too violent to be on the floor in their eyes.
Are these proposals sent to the Nevada Gaming Commission with the, maybe we'll make a deal in a little bit? Are these public?
They can be if the gaming company wants to appeal it. These are all behind closed doors kind of things.
All right.
Okay.
See, I'm just thinking of the...
it's already ongoing.
All the moving parts that could go and things like that. So.
I think it's smart because it does increase the creativity. It does increase the revenue coming into the Gaming Commission.
Sure.
And it also creates down the road, it will create more competition for these rights.
Do the gaming manufacturers like this process? I mean, certainly they don't have to pay. If it gets rejected, they don't have to pay the millions of dollars.
No, but they got to come in with a complete proposal as to what the game is going to look like on the floor.
Okay.
So that they have everything all worked out. Once they get the license, as they're getting the rights, it kind of works. I mean, but also down the road, like I was saying, this actually could create additional competition to get rights for media properties. Because if two companies submit the same proposal based upon the same property, and they're trying to negotiate, somebody's going to get a better deal somewhere.
As a lawyer, you like to have all things tied up and all rights secured and
I do too,
things like that. That's just okay. Like I said, I'll
if it works, it works.
I'll check it out.
It's already happening. They just codified it. That's all.
Okay, it's okay. Well, all right. All right. I just
and also most of the time
I'll give it a shot. I mean,
most of the time when you're doing
works.
these things, you get a letter of intent from the media company for the rights transfer.
Okay.
So that's what you kind of work for to begin with.
Okay. I'll see how this works, and maybe
not even notice a difference.
Maybe other states will jump in on it if it works out well. Yep. Okay. Well, we'll see.
Okay, hold that thought. We're going to take a quick break. See you on the other side.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometime.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the lottery and casino industries. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about it on this show. Press releases, game announcements, info at TurnpikeSportsRadio.com. Keep those coming in. Mm-hmm. Now, this week, we're not doing any news. Okay. We're just going to jump right into the jackpots this week.
All right.
And we're going to head out to the state of California for a jackpot that happened at the Thunder Valley Casino and Resort.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we've had the GM on the show in the past, Don Clayton.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
A very cool place, by the way.
Okay.
It's up in the Sacramento area. Lucky Gambler rang in the new year on an Aristocrat game. How about that? An Aristocrat game paying out the Buffalo Link game that he was playing.
Yeah. Okay.
No word on the bet size.
All right.
But he was playing on New Year's Eve, and when he turned January 1st, he got a jackpot of $250,650.
Wow, that's the way to ring in the new year, huh?
Happy New Year.
Yeah, wow.
Happy New Year. So it's great to see that, and Thunder Valley is also a great place to play.
You know, this holiday, the casinos were packed. I mean, that's great to see.
Yes.
You know? Absolutely.
Leaving California, we're heading to neighboring Nevada. Mm-hmm. We've been doing an awful lot from this one casino lately. Last couple of weeks have been very busy.
What's
the Rampart Casino.
Yeah, they have an online poker game now, or something like
online
that.
Poker app.
Online poker app, yeah.
Okay. Multiple games on it, but yeah,
sure.
It's an online poker app. We have the Rampart Casino, and we've got another Aristocrat game, Lightning Link.
Okay, yeah, great.
$1 bet, and again, this was on New Year's that this happened.
Okay.
William V. was playing $1 bets on the Lightning Link slot machine for about 2 hours when he hit the grand jackpot on the machine. $113,411 payout.
Wow. You know, I we're like, midway through January. I would think you're going to get more reports on jackpots on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, because it just seems like the casinos are packed that day, and there was just a ton of people there because they had all their parties going on for New Year's. So, it was, the casinos were buzzing. I can tell you in New Jersey they were. So it's I would predict that you're going to get a couple more jackpots on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve or something like that.
Predicting a lot more jackpots, because a lot of the hotel packages, especially in Atlantic City and Philly too, when they have they have the hotels attached to the casinos, a lot of them included free slot play.
So,
another reason for those rewards cards, people.
I am prepared to hear more about New Year's Eve and New Year's Day jackpots.
Yes. Well, we're leaving Nevada now, and we're heading over to New Jersey for, a second straight week of Jersey jackpots.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes,
so this should be, the last part of December now?
Second half of December.
All
As
right.
a matter of fact, what we're going to be looking at is we ended up on December 13th on the last episode of Jersey Jackpots.
Okay.
Previously on Jersey Jackpots. We're starting on December 13th again because even more got reported.
Okay, so there's an overlap. Okay.
There's an overlap.
All right. I remember, I don't know what the list of places you have, but I remember the first part of December, a lot of DraftKings.com casinos where people were winning on. So I'm not sure what we're going to hear about now, but I can't.
Well,
I
we
can't
have
wait
a
to see.
reappearance by DraftKings
Okay,
multiple times. We have Golden Nugget Casino multiple times. We
Okay.
have a bunch of other ones too.
All right.
So,
okay. So
here we go.
Continues with DraftKings. All right.
Jersey Jackpots, the show within a show, and we're starting off on December 13th again. We finished up on December 13th. We've got several more to report for December 13th, as a matter of fact. Starting off with GoldenNuggetCasino.com, paying off $231,403.10 on Evolution Wildflower.
Okay.
Staying with Golden Nugget Casino.
Wow.
This is still the online one. We have $134,507.95. This is a game I haven't seen yet. Gabriel French, Le Bandit.
I have no idea what that is. Okay.
Gabriel French is the manufacturer.
Okay.
Le Bandit is the game.
All right. Okay.
FanDuelCasino.com, the online FanDuel Casino. We have $100,310 playing Light and Wonder Capital Gains.
Okay.
Moving over to CaesarsCasino.com. We don't talk CaesarsCasino.com too much on this one, but $150,310 playing Light and Wonder Jewel of the Dragon 1,000 Warriors.
All right.
I will tell you this, some of these games have getting longer and longer names.
I know.
Like you wouldn't believe.
Some I haven't even heard that Le Bandit thing. I've never heard of it.
Brand new.
So
Well, we have a reappearance later on.
Oh, okay. Wasn't there like a game, the first part of
Evolution
Jersey
Bounty Raid.
Yeah, that was crazy. Now I wonder if we're going to get Le Bandit now.
Moving over to December 14th. We've got 3 on December 14th. $107,034.46 on FanDuelCasino.com playing Light and Wonder Thundering Shenlong. Now we have Borgata in the Marina. This is the brick and mortar Borgata.
Oh, I was just there. All
Paying
right.
out $1 million. We have $1,090,436.15 playing Aristocrats Dragon Link.
Wow. Okay.
BetMGM now pokes its head here. We have $894,308.01 on GVC's MGM Grand Millions.
So what was that, online?
That's online.
All right.
Moving over to December 15th, we're going back out to the marina for Borgata Atlantic City.
Wow.
$165,989.52 playing Bally Locket Link Piggy Bankin'.
Piggy banking.
Piggy banking. It's giant piggy banks on it.
All right.
BetMGM.com, $119,940 playing IGT at Cleopatra Megaways. And then we're going to finish up over at Borgata again.
Wow, boy. I was just at Borgata, too.
Brick and mortar Borgata.
Yeah.
We have $109,929.90 playing IGT's Prosperity Link Kaiyun Hentung.
Okay.
God bless me.
I don't even know what. Okay.
I've never heard of that game either. It's brick and mortar, so they may not have an online equivalent to it. I've seen Prosperity Links online, but not this particular one.
Okay.
Moving over to December 16th, we've got several on December 16th. DraftKings.com. All 3 of these are on DraftKings.com, by the way.
Big day.
$306,284.80 playing Evolution's Divine Fortune. An oldie but a goodie. $108,351.82 playing Gabriel French, Le Bandit.
Oh, okay.
Or is it Le Bandit?
I don't know.
I don't know. Staying with DraftKings.com, we have $100,000 on IGT's Game King Video Poker.
Oh, okay. Little poker?
Yep.
All right.
Moving over to December 17th, we've got another trio of jackpots. GoldenNuggetCasino.com again, $107,797.90, playing DesignWorks Game of the Year Lucky Tap.
Okay.
DesignWorks Gaming is the guys that do all these one-tap things where it's like a sports, BetMGM has sports, the Jets and the field goal kickers.
Mm-hmm.
You also see Irish, St. Patrick's Day games, all that stuff. So basketball is one of the other things too. But Lucky Taps are fun to play.
Okay. All right.
BorgataCasino.com, the online version of the Marina Casino there, $153,237 playing Konami's All Aboard Charms of the Orient. As you can probably imagine, that's the train.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, if you walk into any floor on the casinos in Atlantic City, you will see some of these games, the All Aboard slot machines. BetMGM.com again, $102,813.86 playing Evolution Treasure Mine. I'm sorry.
Mine.
Not mind.
Not mind.
No.
Mine, M-I-N-E.
Moving over to December 18th, we have FanDuelCasino.com. $180,548.40 playing Light and Wonder Elevating Riches Ocean. Don't know what that game is.
I have no clue what that is.
No.
So.
Moving over to December 4th, Christmas Eve, we've got BetMGM playing, someone playing on BetMGM.com, $104,633.33, playing B-Win Craps.
Interesting.
Don't usually get a craps jackpot.
By the way, I played over the holidays. I played a little live dealer craps on the live dealer games. I forgot what online casino I was playing. It has an automatic. It has like an arm that shoots out the crap across the table.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's very interesting.
Cool.
So I've never played live dealer online craps before, so I tried to check it out.
Well, Christmas Day, we have a player on DraftKings.com winning $241,200 playing Oddsworks.
Wow.
Fiery Kieran.
All right.
As you can imagine, that's an Irish-themed game.
I guess.
And then December 27th, we're going to finish up on the boardwalk with Caesars Atlantic City. We have $100,000 from a person playing IGT triple-double bonus poker.
Wow. I was just in Caesars Atlantic City, too. They were decorated beautiful for the holidays. So.
Well, now that we have finished all of December, we now have the entire year, January 1st through December 31st, to summarize here. We've had 2,500 jackpots, 2,538 jackpots of $50,000 or more, totaling $239,113,965.62.
Mm-hmm.
And 19 jackpots of $1 million or more.
So how many did we have last year? What was it, 14 or 16 or something like that?
We ended 2023 with 17.
Oh, okay. See, I thought we had more. Less.
Going into the second half of December here, we were ahead.
Okay.
But the second half of December in 2023 had one or two $1 million jackpots.
Okay.
So it was a busy December last year.
Yeah.
Or not last year, previous year. So.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it for this week's Jersey Jackpots, the show within a show. We're heading over to the lottery jackpots now. We're going over to the state of North Carolina.
All right.
We have a $1 lottery ticket. You don't see those too often anymore, especially here in Jersey. They're all $2.
Yeah, I don't know if there is $1 anymore.
We have a person picking up a ticket on Christmas Eve.
All right.
And he got a very special present of $545,885. He had won $1 on an online game, Wheel of Bonuses, and he spent the money on a lucky ticket, which beat the odds, and he got the $545,000 jackpot.
It's always great when you win with house money. Even though it's $1, it's still not your dollar. You won it from the state, so you might as well use it, and you parlayed it into $500,000.
How often do you see an online lottery game leading to a retail lottery game jackpot?
The online gambling and live retail gambling is starting to meld together. I mean, it was always connected by the rewards points and things like that, but now lotteries are getting into it, and the line between online and retail is blurring a little bit, which is great.
Well, we're heading over to Missouri for our next lottery jackpot. As a matter of fact, the Show Me State has a jackpot from the Show Me Cash lottery game.
Okay.
Nice scratcher, and it took a while for the winner to realize what he had won, not because he didn't understand what had happened. The store clerk couldn't get it out. He was so excited.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, the store clerk took a few minutes to be able to tell the guy what was going on because he was so excited, and he just kept saying, "You won, you won, you won," according to the press release we got from the lottery.
That's great.
And he kept asking the clerk, what did he win? It took him a while to find out that he ultimately found out that he won $327,000 by matching all four numbers on the draw game.
Well, you always want to check. I mean, some of these scratchers, you really got to look closely, and then you also have to have someone else look at it just to make sure you're right. So, no, I understand completely.
And this is a jackpot game that grows until someone wins. It starts at $50,000. He won it at $327,000. So it shows you how long it's been since somebody won the game.
Okay.
Leaving Missouri, we're heading over to Michigan. Mm-hmm. do a lot of work with Michigan. Michigan Lottery, by the way, if you head on over to Michigan Lottery and you're in the state of Michigan, you want to play some lottery, Radio 10.
Radio 10
you get
for Michigan Lottery. Okay.
You get a special sign-up offer. Plus, when you use our code when you make your first deposit, you get 10 free games of Queen of Diamonds.
All right.
We have a Saginaw person ending 2024 on a high note. They were playing the Lucky Sevens game in Michigan, and they won the $855,000 grand prize.
Wow. That's amazing.
And the only reason I'm including this is because I had to say the name of this bar on air because it's such a fun name. The Big Ugly Fish Bar.
The Big Ugly Fish Bar.
Yes.
All right. So,
no word on who actually this person is. I just love the name, the Big Ugly Fish.
I love the fact that, certainly people are winning money, but some of the places where they're buying the winning ticket, that gets a lot of promotion too.
Yes.
So good. I mean, I hope the Big Ugly Fish Bar does well.
And by the way, it's located in Saginaw, Michigan, for people who want to take a look at this. So,
Saginaw, Michigan. All right.
And the winner has 1 year to come forward to get the jackpot. They haven't claimed it yet. But
okay.
The fact that it was the Big Ugly Fish.
You win something like that, you got to get your ducks in a row. Yes. You got to call, I'm sure you got to call an accountant, a lawyer, your financial planner. You got to get, figure out what the best way is to claim the money and
whether or not you want the lump sum or something else.
Where to put the money and things like that.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Well, we're going to be leaving Michigan, and we're heading to Iowa for the Iowa Lottery. Mm-hmm. And this is a lottery winner who was not going to let a snowstorm stop him to get to the play.
All right.
He actually drove his pickup truck through a snowstorm, and the pickup truck has 849,000 miles on it, so it's a workhorse pickup truck for this guy. And what he did was he drove his old, red, and rusty pickup, this is right from the press release, to claim his prize of $150,000.
Wow, that's great.
Yes, and
it's worth the trip.
It's worth the trip.
You just got to be a little careful if it's snowing out and really bad weather. But yeah, okay.
And what this lottery jackpot allows him to do is get a new car.
There you go.
He said as soon as he got this money, he is trading in his new car. His car, it's a 2001 Chevy Suburban with 849,000 miles on it. So he said it's a workhorse. He loves it. And he said it's a bittersweet moment because the money allows him to get rid of it.
Okay. Well,
or maybe he's going to hang on to it. Whatever.
Well, he gets rid of his old car, gets a new car. And I have to tell you, talking about driving in bad weather, this is like the first year, you can buy lottery, that I'm buying lottery on in New Jersey. And I used jackpot.com. It was snowing. I didn't want to walk up to the store or drive to a store. You jump on jackpot.com and get your tickets for the night.
Yes.
So I didn't appreciate jackpot.com until you look out the window and see the snow and your car's covered and you just don't want to leave. So you never miss your chance to play lottery. So.
Well, he got the $10 money gift ticket.
Okay.
Part of the Iowa Lottery, and he bought it on New Year's Eve, scratched it off, found out he won the $150,000. Talk about ringing in a new year with that.
Yeah,
so $150,000, and he drove through the snowstorm to go claim his prize the next day.
Perfect. There you go.
So congratulations to the Iowa Lottery winner. Congratulations to all the winners we talked about. We only do $100,000 or more, so there are a lot more winners out there. So congratulations to everybody out there that has won a jackpot. And I'll be back next week with even more jackpots to talk about. Press releases, game announcements, jackpot announcements, info at TurnpikeSportsRadio.com.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Across the desert plain, you build a house of cards around a lover's heart. Wild country in your head, gone dead, riverbed in the dust, you cry, cry, cry.